From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy. In a rare public address, the Princess of Wales announced that she's being treated for an unspecified form of cancer. She asked for some time, space, and privacy while she undergoes her continued treatment. The 42-year-old learned that she had cancer after she underwent abdominal surgery in January. ABC medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton says this is routine care for cancer patients.
Now, abdominal surgery and the association of abdominal cancer can be a wide variety of different causes. But what we do understand is that she's getting preventative chemotherapy. And the main goal of that is to prevent recurrence or prevent the chances of cancer coming back after removal. Obviously, we're hopeful that this is all successful for her.
Although she revealed that she was undergoing chemotherapy, Kate didn't give further details on the treatment. Former Prime Minister Brian Mulroney will be honored at a state funeral held in Montreal today. The funeral ceremony is set to get underway at 11 a.m. Eastern Time at the Notre Dame Basilica, with attendees including many people who knew and admired Mulroney in politics, business, and his personal life. The funeral procession will include an RCMP mounted escort and pallbearers, a Canadian Armed Forces Honor Guard, and the Royal Canadian Air Force Band, following 4 days of public tributes in Montreal and Ottawa. The Alberta RCMP says 2 men have been arrested, and the Major Crimes Unit has now been called in to lead the investigation into the shooting death of one person at a Red Deer apartment building. Police say that they located a body at the scene who has now been identified as 54-year-old Jason Corey Worobic. The RCMP says a suspect was seen running from the area, and officers gave chase, placing the man under arrest. Shortly after, a second man was located near the scene and was arrested, with both men facing charges related to the incident. Officials in Moscow have raised the death toll to 93 people after Islamic militants stormed a concert hall and unleashed a hail of gunfire on the crowd. While it was initially unconfirmed who carried out the attack, the Islamic State posted to social media claiming the violence. Russia's investigative committee says 4 people among the 11 that were detained were directly involved in the attack, stopped in western Russia, not far from the border with Ukraine. And U.S. Mega Millions jackpot has now climbed to an estimated $1.1 billion after no one matched the game's 6 numbers last night. It continues to stretch more than 3 months without a big winner. Reporter Dave Packer says the odds of winning are simply not good.
The chance of winning currently 1 in 302 million after the number of balls used was increased in 2017. If there's no winner, states are required to put 50% of their ticket revenue back into the prize pool, and they can spend the remaining half to fund things like education.
The other U.S. lottery game, Powerball, has grown to a jackpot of $750 million. The next Powerball drawing is scheduled to take place tonight. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, there are 11 games in the NHL today, including a marquee matchup in Toronto between Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers, with Austin Matthews and the Maple Leafs. Elsewhere, the Vancouver Canucks will host the Calgary Flames, the Winnipeg Jets take to the New York Islanders, and the New Jersey Devils will host the Ottawa Senators, who have lost 3 in a row. The Toronto Raptors will be aiming to snap a 9-game NBA losing streak tonight when they visit the Washington Wizards. The shorthanded Raptors were blitzed 123-103 by visiting Oklahoma City Thunder last night. Canadian guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the Thunder with 23 points, while rookie Grady Dick led the Raptors with 21. Rachel Homan's Ottawa-based team is guaranteed to be in a medal game this weekend at the World Women's Curling Championship in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Homan finished first overall in a 13-country round-robin segment and now has a playoff date against either South Korea or Sweden. From the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.